Hey there! Welcome to this deep dive into using Microsoft Defender for Endpoint to perform crucial actions on devices. I'm super excited to share this with you as it's a game changer in the IT protection landscape, especially when we talk about mitigating threats and ensuring swift responses. So, fasten your seatbelt. First up, Microsoft Defender for Endpoint is your trusted sentinel, providing advanced threat protection across devices. It operates on a robust architectural framework that is capable of real-time monitoring, threat detection, and comprehensive automated response, making this tool indispensable for IT professionals. Okay, so, before we actually dive into performing actions on a device, we need to make sure Microsoft Defender for Endpoint is set up correctly, right? That's where the deployment architecture comes into the picture. It's a multi-layered defense mechanism. There are your endpoint sensors, the gadgets installed on your gadget, be it a laptop or a desktop, which pick up on everything that's brewing. Then you've got your cloud intelligence. This is where all the data collected gets funneled into, that's fed into the brain, and let's just say it's pretty smart, analyzing behaviors like a pro, and detects if something fishy is happening on the device. Now, let me walk you through the key configurations for your endpoint security setup. The first order of business is ensuring that you have a solid baseline of behavior on each device. So Microsoft Defender for Endpoint analyzes the machine's normal activities and learns what sort of user behavior is typical. It's pretty neat that way because when something abnormal happens, you want to know about it right away, correct? Next, let's talk about privileged access controls. This is important because even if a threat has infiltrated your machine, sometimes it tries to escalate its privileges to do more damage, and here is where we need to tighten up the belt to keep those bad actors at bay. MD allows for the management of privilege levels and access using the same machine learning, this time applied to the principle of least privilege. This means an attacker can't easily get all the way up to a high-privileged position simply by probing from the endpoint. I bet there are multiple configurations when it comes to automated incident response within MD. This is where Microsoft is really flexing its muscles. They allow you to configure remediation actions such as locking the device, isolating it in a quarantine network, wiping certain data, or even unmounting specific drives if that's what's needed. You don't have to leave the door wide open just to scare away cyber threats. MD knows exactly how to slam it shut. The beauty of using Microsoft Defender for Endpoint is the intelligence-led approach it offers for threat hunting and incident investigation. Whenever something out of the ordinary is detected, IT professionals receive actionable insights on potential threats, including indicators of compromise and tactics, techniques, and procedures used by the adversaries. This intel is invaluable when it comes to not just taking immediate action, but also understanding attack patterns for future defense planning. Now let's shift our gaze to the orchestration of response automations. MD supports complex, event-driven workflows to streamline the process of device reconfiguration, asset reversion, or even escalation to human-led interventions when necessary. The goal here is to streamline the entire incident response without you having to juggle multiple tools or navigate through a maze of scripts. When it comes to advanced threat protection, Microsoft Defender for Endpoint isn't playing around with just signature-based rules. No, MD incorporates heuristics, behavior-based analytics, and even machine learning to predict and identify zero-day threats. It's really next-level stuff. This holistic approach ensures that the device security is resilient against the ever-changing threat landscape, and IT professionals are on top of things. Alright, Here's some practical advice: regularly update your playbook. Security is never static, and what's secure today may not be tomorrow, hence the continuous learning aspect of MD is crucial. MD's cloud intelligence evolves, it gets better at detecting threats over time, which means you as an IT professional should aim to keep abreast with the latest security trends and stay well informed on the newest features and capabilities. Also, don't forget the importance of comprehensive logging and reporting capabilities. Good data visibility provides insights into what is happening across the entire security landscape of your organization. Regular auditing and reporting through MDE tools can be a massive time saver when it comes to post-incident analysis and continuous improvement efforts. But hey, here's a dose of reality: integrating Microsoft Defender for Endpoint with your existing systems and infrastructure could lead to some growing pains. Sure, MDE is built to be compatible with various operating systems and devices, but there might be hiccups along the way, especially if you are dealing with legacy systems or uncooperative firmware. Be prepared to troubleshoot minor issues, which is why it's imperative to get hands-on experience and have a knowledge base of common integration concerns. Taking MDE's prowess to the next league: automation of day-to-day security operations with Microsoft Defender for Endpoint is seamless. Simulate scenarios, create automated plays, and let MDE run its course while keeping a finger on the pulse of systematic activity throughout the device. This not just frees up human resources for other areas of IT prowess, but also ensures consistent, non-stop guardianship over devices. But hold on, one potential drawback here is the dependency on cloud-based intelligence. If your organization's working with regions where network connectivity is an issue, MDE's cloud component could face challenges or slowdowns. As much as possible, ensure reliable network segments, but also investigate regional support for MDE resources and consider geo-redundancy strategies to keep security strong and unhampered by connectivity issues. A vital part of this integration into your security strategy is the ongoing dialogue between your security team and the folks in charge of user experience and device management. Balancing security with user-friendly design can help curb shadow IT habits and ensure that the security measures you put into place align with the user's daily operations. User experience shouldn't feel like a hindrance, they should feel secured and understood. Now, I bet you've wondered about the scalability quotient of Microsoft Defender for Endpoint, right? Well, for the big enterprises with thousands of devices, MDE offers the tools and orchestration necessary for scaling security efforts. But remember, more devices mean more configuration and fine-tuning. It's not just plug and play for every network size, therefore, customize and configure MDE as a reflection of your enterprise static. One tricky thing that often gets glossed over: compatibility with existing tools and platforms. Integrating MDE with existing security infrastructures can be a delicate dance. MDE may interact with your tools, which is great, but it might also conflict. So, align these systems cautiously and assess interoperability carefully as part of the planning stage. And we can't skirt around auditing and monitoring. These tools and configurations are only as good as how well they're inspected and audited. With MDE, continuous monitoring of the protection mechanisms and regular audits are necessary to ensure that the measures in place are effective and adhered to, thereby keeping your IT environment robust. But you know what? The secret sauce is not just in technology, but also in policy, procedures, and training. MDE supports comprehensive education and training modules for IT professionals, which is vital. The human element, often the most unpredictable part of the cybersecurity equation, needs guidance and wisdom too. Best leverage MDE to its full potential. Let's not forget policy enforcement and governance. MDE's policies need to align with organizational policies and industry regulations. This ensures the security efforts are not only technologically sound but also adhere to legal and ethical standards, which are just as essential to uphold in defending your digital environment. As we wrap this up, folks, Microsoft Defender for Endpoint is an unparalleled tool in the repertoire of modern end-device security. Its integration is complex but, done right, could mean the difference between a secure network and a digital disaster waiting to happen. Now, if you are all geared up, check your devices are protected, and got that MDE setup rolling, remember to keep an eye on the industry's rapid advancements in threat and attack techniques. It's a cat and mouse game, and our defense mechanisms better be on their toes. For those hungry for more nuggets of wisdom on the topic of Microsoft Defender for Endpoint, make sure to drop by my channel for more IT explorations. Visit neerajdots.io and subscribe to TechLab to keep the knowledge flowing. See you soon. Article: Performing actions on a device using Microsoft Defender for Endpoint. Hey there. As a connoisseur of advanced cybersecurity, and as an avid listener of TechLab, I want to dive into the intricacies of leveraging Microsoft Defender for Endpoint to perform critical actions on your device. Let's get into the nitty-gritty and learn how to harness this technological gem, focusing on the sophisticated strategies of threat mitigation for IT experts. Fasten your virtual seat belts, and let's embark on this expedition. Begin by understanding the cornerstone of Microsoft Defender for Endpoint's architecture, which is the embodiment of threat intelligence and automation capabilities, right in your endpoint's wings. Picture endpoint detection and response in a dynamic, real-time context, ensuring no threat goes unnoticed and no action remains untaken. Our expedition begins with ensuring Microsoft Defender for Endpoint is meticulously installed and functioning harmoniously on every device within the network. The implementation of MDE is not a one-size-fits-all scenario. It thrives on intelligent baselines that represent the behavior norms on each device. With MDE, we are talking about a proactive stance, where anomalies in device behavior trigger immediacy in our security response. Intrusion detection here is the name of the game, and understanding the subtle variations in data flows becomes our shield against potential threats. One of MDE's commanding features relates to privileged access controls. The platform offers unparalleled precision, enforcing the principle of least privilege, ensuring that threat actors find themselves blocked from elevating their powers within your compromised machine. Think of MDE as a virtual fortress, where the path for unwelcome entities is obstructed impeccably. As part of the proactive measures, the automated incident response comes alive within MDE, giving rise to self-healing mechanisms that react to incidents without the need for manual interventions. From data quarantine to full device lockdown, imagine MDE being your personal cybersecurity guard, acting promptly and decisively to protect your assets. Navigating into threat hunting and incident investigations, MDE becomes a beacon of actionable insights. When an anomaly is detected, the tool does not just flag it, it dives into a deep analysis of the situation's root. Threat intelligence from MDE encompasses indicators of compromise, adversary tactics, and more, providing IT professionals a thorough map of the attack landscape to strategize against current and future threats effectively. Streamlining complex security processes, NDE advocates for a unified, orchestrated response to incidents. Imagine orchestrating a symphony of automated tasks designed to counteract threats. This is the power of unified response automations NDE offers. They allow for coordinated actions to be taken across disparate defense mechanisms, ensuring that all automation harmonizes towards the common goal of device protection. But let's talk about the backbone of NDE's effectiveness, its sophisticated anti-malware capabilities. Evolving beyond classical signature-based defenses, NDE employs heuristics and behavior-based analytics. Threats like zero-day exploits and sophisticated malware face a formidable challenger in this cybersecurity titan. Continuous learning from the cloud intelligence element means NDE not only stands at the front lines but also keeps a step ahead of emerging threat vectors. Staying abreast of NDE's learning curve, one must keep the strategy for utilizing NDE in a constantly changing environment. It's not enough to set and forget your security processes. As threats evolve, so must your defenses, which involves keeping an active, engaged approach. The learning aspect of NDE is not left by the wayside. It empowers you to constantly refine and optimize your endpoint security posture. Incorporating NDE into your security fabric comes with the necessity for regular upkeep and auditing, essential aspects of maintaining a vigorous defense mechanistically. It's a non-stop process that ensures that security policies are being upheld consistently and that your network remains a fortress against unauthorized intrusions. Consider the synergy between NDE and the broader organization. It is the balanced relationship between endpoint security measures and user experience that creates a fortified yet user-centric environment. The policies established for NDE need to work in harmony with organizational best practices and regulations, ensuring a fortified relationship between security and business processes. The scalability of NDE is essential in dealing with a multitude of devices, providing a seamless extension for large enterprises to maintain security across vast digital landscapes. While NDE can certainly accommodate a range of endpoints, it's the customization, fine-tuning, and ongoing engagement with NDE's features that enable the successful expansion of its protective reach across increasing numbers of devices. Compatibility with other tools and integration with your current systems can introduce challenges. Alignment issues might arise when NDE joins your existing security infrastructure, so a thorough evaluation of the integration capabilities of NDE with your in-place systems becomes pivotal. One seeks to ensure a symbiotic relationship between Microsoft Defender for Endpoint and the extant security apparatus. Furthermore, comprehensive training and education modules for IT professionals are a cornerstone of Microsoft Defender for Endpoint. The success of NDE relies largely on the understanding and implementation skills of the technical experts utilizing it. Continuous, hands-on learning and integration of NDE best practices ensures the most effective and efficient use of its features. The fusion of policy enforcement and governance with NDE's capabilities adds a further dimension to our expedition. It's imperative for NDE to reinforce and uphold policies that align with enterprise needs and the strict regulatory landscapes organizations navigate. Now that we've delved through various aspects of Microsoft Defender for Endpoint, it's evident that NDE offers a comprehensive approach to device security. Through diligent planning, integration, and continual learning, organizations can secure their digital territories with Microsoft Defender for Endpoint leading the charge. So, fellow tech gurus, let's ensure our cybersecurity arsenal is complete with Microsoft Defender for Endpoint at the helm. Keen on staying updated with the latest in cybersecurity? Tune in to my channel and follow my journey on neerajdots.io. Don't forget to subscribe to TechLab for your continuous tech-savvy's journey right here on MS Excel. Article: The role of Microsoft Defender for Endpoint in Enterprise Devices. Hey fellow tech enthusiast, my name is Dr. James Smith, and I'm here to navigate you through the maze that is Microsoft Defender for Endpoint, ensuring you can master the art of endpoint defense within your enterprise ecosystem. So, let's buckle down and secure every inch of our digital territory using MDE, where I, your knowledgeable guide, will share strategies and advanced concepts to elevate your IT expertise to a cybersecurity savant. Welcome aboard, folks, and remember to subscribe to my tech series on my blog for more deep dives. Your organization's reliance on endpoint security becomes increasingly significant in the face of multilayered cyber threats, and it's imperative that we integrate Microsoft Defender for Endpoint with meticulous precision. MD operates far beyond just a signature-based recognition. It's a dynamic, intelligent barricade that evolves as it learns new threat behaviors, ensuring your enterprise's defense mechanisms are always a step ahead. As IT leaders, it's not just about setting up MDE, it's about understanding how to align its capabilities with our unique organizational structures and threat landscapes to optimize its protective prowess without inefficiencies hindering our operations. Consider the expansive nature of modern enterprises, which often mean devices and connections that are never at rest. MD is designed to scale, enabling secure configurations for a multitude of devices, though we must never forget that customization is the key. One size does not fit all when enterprise devices are at stake. Thus, it's pivotal to regularly reassess MDE's calibrations according to the changing tapestry of our technology network, keeping pace with not only our own organization's growth but also broader industry developments. However, like any powerful tool, MDE must play nicely with its siblings in our security suite. Interoperability checks are non-negotiable. We delve into the realm of compatibility and orchestrate harmony among tools, aligning MDE with not just one, but an array of security systems and applications. It's only the start, and it requires a continuous audit and enhancement of our existing cybersecurity frameworks, with MDE as their backbone, ensuring we not miss a single foothold of our digital guardianship. Policies regarding MDE and the harmonious integration within the organization's framework are equally vital. Beyond deploying MDE, there's an art in aligning its governance with industry best practices, legal compliance, and organizational ethos. We are not just deploying security measures, we are crafting a culture that respects these protocols. Let's not just stop at the technological aspects. The human element cannot be sidelined. Training and education form MDE's lifeblood amongst enduring security measures, cultivating a team of defenders well-versed in its advanced features and best practices. MDE, though a robust platform, requires our acumen to fully harness its capabilities. Our commitment to knowledge will refine our approach, ensuring that every guardian behind the curtain is well-equipped to deploy and manage MDE's complex but rewarding mechanics. As we delve into the labyrinthine world of cyber threat intelligence and forensics, we'll dissect real-time, incident-centric insights which will empower our understanding of the cybersecurity landscape. These insights, provided by our MDE Guard, are not passive watchful eyes. They are active participants steering us through the storm towards secure harborage within our digital domains. The ongoing maintenance rituals of MDE go beyond mere upkeep. They are a continuous journey of fortification against new threats and opportunities for enhancement. We'll navigate the regular audits of our security posture, ensuring MD's protection measures align with the best practice tenets, regulations, and ethical standards that serve as the framework of our cyber hygiene protocols. Let's not forget the continuous exploration of advanced threat hunting and incident investigation capabilities that MDE brings to the table. When anomalies or breaches are detected, our response should be swift and decisive, utilizing MDE's intelligence to unravel the threat actors' tactics, methods, and procedures with tactical precision. We conclude this expedition with a reminder: security is a continuous journey, not a solitary destination. Our role as stewards of Microsoft Defender for Endpoint within our enterprise is perpetual, demanding not just strategic thinking, but also adaptability and forward thinking. My fellow tech aficionados, keep a keen eye on my blog for more explorations into the sophistic realms of cybersecurity, where we learn, adapt, and arm ourselves against digital threats. Check it out on neerajdots.io and tune into TechLab for that extra slice of technical enlightenment today, tomorrow, and every day after. Stay stoked on tech, secure, and savvy. The provided instruction seems to be a mix of request styles, hence, some elements cannot simultaneously satisfy the requirements. Nonetheless, here are two alternate instructions which are more in line with keeping the content related to Microsoft Defender for Endpoint while stepping up the complexity by incorporating constraints relating to user interaction, device security, and potential cybersecurity threats. Instruction: crafting a cybersecurity training module using Microsoft Defender for Endpoint, including user interaction and vulnerability scanning. Hey there, seasoned IT professionals and cybersecurity connoisseurs. I'm Dr. Emily Carter, reaching out to the cybersecurity crusaders through my blog and YouTube channel. Today's mission involves creating a detailed, step-by-step instructional module for deploying and managing Microsoft Defender for Endpoint to safeguard our digital assets. We're talking about securing everything from user access points to conducting comprehensive vulnerability scans across devices, from workstations to tablets and beyond. This isn't just about putting MDE in place, it's about crafting engaging, hands-on training sessions that will make cybersecurity second nature to every user within our enterprise. So let's get our gear on and embark on this enriching journey towards robust cybersecurity defenses. Tune into my channel, subscribe to TechLab, and let's turn the tide on cyber threats together. *** alternate instruction, interactive MDE deployment and integration workshops. Good day, virtuosos of the virtual realm. As I, Lucas Benson, host this roundtable discussion, join me for an intense, interactive workshop designed to empower our IT brigade. We're zeroing in on Microsoft Defender for Endpoint within the dynamic landscape of user access and the silent menace of firmware vulnerabilities. The objective is undiluted clarity and action-ready strategies as we roll out MDE across our device spectrum. Our dialogue will be sprinkled with scenarios on how MDE defends against phishing and ransomware, with each participant contributing to a communal wisdom reservoir. It's not just a theory workshop. We are conducting live cybersecurity maneuvers. Check our tech forum. The channel is here, and so is the action. Join the TechLab brigade by subscribing. Let article, Interactive Microsoft Defender for Endpoint Deployment and Integration Workshops. Welcome to Cybersecurity Frontman. This is Chris Owens, your digital warrior in the quest for cyber impenetrability. Today, I invite you to gear up and immerse yourselves in an interactive MDE mastery course where theory meets application and hands-on skills are forged in the fire of cyber threats. Starting now. Fasten your belts, activate your alert nerves, and secure your digital fort. We'll be initiating our journey through an interactive Microsoft Defender for endpoint deployment, honing our skills in real time through scenarios where the lines between user interaction and cutting-edge defensive measures blur. Joining a cohort of IT champions and security enthusiasts, including experts and learners alike, we'll forge a comprehensive command of MDE's arsenal against the ubiquitous cyber evil. Let us begin by setting the scene. Imagine an enterprise teeming with potential foes like phishing and ransomware, all the while ensuring our devices are not just shielded against known threats but remain vigilant on an ongoing battle against evolving threats. We dive into real-life phishing simulations to test MDE's prowess in identifying and stopping socially engineered attacks. Our mission extends to the esoteric depths of MDE's firmware scanning, unearthing malware that lurks within the very substratum of our endpoints. Join hands and brains, for your collaboration with MDE is not a mere deployment, it is a unifying endeavor to seamlessly integrate MDE into our corporate echelon. As the workshop progresses, each expertise exchange, each tactical discussion contributes to a communal treasury of defense against a faceless enemy, one that thrives in the shadows of network infrastructure. Be ready to engage in heated discourses, analyze our network topology's strengths and weaknesses, and unite as a cohesive legion of defenders. We will tackle the art of configuring MDE's advanced threat intelligence, setting it to not only guard but grow stronger with insights gained from its operation. Here's where you will take a deep dive into the technical heart of MDE, from endpoints to edge, all the while refining our tactics in real time, in a live-action command. This isn't just a workshop, it's a rallying point for the guardians of our enterprise's digital realm, a crucible where we unite to fortify our bulwarks against cyber onslaught. Now, don your tactical gear as per my invitation, for this symposium transcends the ordinary workshop. Let's synchronize with our enterprise defenders, forge alliances, and unite as a phalanx of IT savants. Tune in at my cyber heaven on YouTube, the Tech Fort, and claim your rank in our TechLab command. We seek to inculcate a dogged resilience in the MDE armament and your personal cybersecurity arsenal. Until then, may your keystrokes be vigorous and your firewalls impenetrable, my fellow protectors. Article: Comprehensive MDE Deployment Strategy for a High-Security Enterprise. Greetings, IT Sentinels of Fortitude. It's me, Dr. Kyle Johnson, beckoning to you as we embark on a rigorous crusade to conquer the shadowed corridors of corporate cyberspace. Our goal is unyielding: to harness Microsoft Defender for Endpoint for an enterprise as untouchable as the armory of Fort Knox against advanced persistent threats. Your mission is twofold. First, weave MDE through our enterprise tapestry with precision and foresight, and then elevate the dialogue into a fabled legacy by integrating MDE policies within the enterprise's strategic cybersecurity doctrine. As the architect of this grand scheme, my discourse pivots on MDE's formidable tools such as real-time device control and behavioral analytics, ensuring they are not just enacted but also anticipate emerging threats akin to the oracles of old. Taking charge, envisage our network as a fortress, impregnable yet with a keen eye on seamless device authentication, leveraging device identity and access management to erect an impregnable fortress of our own making. We dissect and implement MDE's nuances, from granular event management to the dark realms of deep unified endpoint visibility and threat hunting. These are not mere strategies, they are the keystones in our architectural marvel to endure relentless APT campaigns. I'll stoke the intellectual blaze during this live strategy session, ensconced within my digital abode on TechLab, where each revelation brings us nearer to our pinnacle of invulnerability. Inscribe your expertise while decrypting MDE's SOF zero-netic insights, which will serve as our grimoire of security sagacity. As the architect-in-chief, and you as the skilled masterminds forging ahead with the MDE blueprint, together we'll deploy not just a tool, but an impenetrable fortress, a citadel of digital defiance. Dive into the depths of MDE and emerge as the architects of our enterprise's cybersecurity. It is not merely about installing a software suite, it is about sculpting a bastion of resilience where the echoes of our cybersecurity acumen will resonate through the annals of enterprise-wide protection. Prepare for strategic depth dives into every MDE protocol parameter. Ascend to new heights where MDE's deployment evolves in tandem with our ever-evolving adversarial tactics. We forge a doctrine where every byte of data serves as a guardian in our arsenal. Infiltrate the citadel of cybersecurity fortitude on YouTube, the Pixel Guard Hub, and stand firm as guardians. Embrace your roles as custodians of our digital realm, where the battle is incessant and the skies perpetually grey with the storms of cyber threats. Your diligence today can erect ramparts against an era of unprecedented cyber malice. To victory and the perpetuation of our digital sanctum's integrity.